Right, okay, what you see here is Asbo 39 in its finished state. Some of you might have seen some videos by Paul Henshaw of Performance Classics. He's the guy who did the bottom end of my engine. Basically, the crankshaft was lightened by approximately 2 kilos. The crankshaft balanced to his specifications, new bearings fitted, etc, etc. He did a few other little jobs for me down there. One of them was fitting 2 exhaust cams instead of the standard inlet cam and exhaust cam, and that gives a bit of extra performance. On the top end, a Meteor Minor sports piston was fitted. The cylinder head was ported, matched to a 28mm concentric carburettor. The jetting for that is approximately, right off the top of my head, I think it was about a 230 main jet, a 3.5 slide, 107 needle jet. Christ, it's a Premier concentric, so I think it was a standard pilot jet that went in there. That seems to be working okay. It more or less works pretty well straight out of the box. A few little bits needed doing to get it going right. One was the ignition timing. It's, as you can see, it's still a magneto, so whatever. Anyway, it got done, and it's behaving itself. And the carb needed just a bit of fine tuning. Everything else has more or less stayed the same, apart from a few, making the bike a little bit lighter. So the standard bits at the back, as in the way that the mudguard is carried and things like that. So it's just a little bit lighter at the back. I can't remember what the mudguard is from. The saddle was raised a bit. That was just to suit my riding position more than anything else. All the old bits have been kept, like the kickstart, and all the levers, because I think they look rather nice. And I did try putting on a kickstart lever from a later bike. I think it was spare when I had on my Constellation. But it kept fouling this little bugger here. So on the later bikes, you've got a folding kickstart, and that comes round over here, and it kept fouling that. And whenever I was in 4th gear, it would always bugger it up, and I'd be pissing around, and I could never get. It kept on trying to knock the lever down. You know, it was just irritating me. So I thought, bollocks. Oh, pardon my language. And I put the old lever back on, and it's been fine ever since. There has been absolutely 0 oil leaks on this bike since it went together. Maybe just a little smidge down here. I don't know why, but they never fitted a proper oil seal down there. So if you do overfill the box, it will dribble down there, but it's no big deal. As you can see, it's nice and clean, and I don't use grease on this one like lots of the Indian bikes. So ordinary engine oil goes in there. Obviously engine oil goes in that one there, and it doesn't leak. Whoops. Front brake is still the old 6-inch bugger, but it works fine. It works great. I remember on one of the forums I posted what was, you know, what was going on with Asbo 39, and somebody said, oh, the front brake's never going to stop. Well, it does, and it works very, very well. So there we go. On this, what we see this side, one little modification is the engine breather. So it's going to look like it's a bit different to what you normally see. And so on the Model Gs and on the COs and everything, what you've got is the breather coming down here. You've got two flap valves in there and a copper pipe that comes up. I'll get a torch. Have I got a torch? I can't. Hang on a second. Torch. And on the original, you've got a copper pipe that comes up from there, and it usually comes up over here. So what happens is if you've got a bit of blow, a bit of too much oil in there in the crankcase, and originally the engine would basically spit the stuff out, and any oil vapor would come down here, and supposedly, well, not supposedly, it used to lubricate the chain. What I've done on this one, I've got the same similar system, but the flap valves are out. They're no longer there, and you've got a larger bore pipe that comes up all the way up here, up there, whoop, and it breathes into the rocker box cover. So if it is going to blow some oil out, it's going to blow it out straight into the rocker box. And then you'll see there's another pipe, this one here, which is the other side of the rocker box. Oh, I don't want that flashing. And it breathes, and it just, out it comes over here. When I did that, I wasn't sure it was going to work. However, we've done a couple 100 miles, and it's working absolutely fine. So the engine isn't leaking. It's breathing nicely. Whoever came up with the Royal Enfield jokes needs to be crucified. What else can I tell you about the bike? It's bloody fast. Christ, it is very fast. For what it is, it's a humble Model G. I mean, these buggers were designed before World War II, and it will easily give bikes of far more sporting pretensions a run for its money. I won't go into top figures, speeds or anything like that, but it's bloody fast, and yes, you can break the speed limit on it. That's all. That's all I'll say. I hope to do a test run on it sometime. Well, not a test run, but a better video of the one that's currently on there. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. I'm nowhere near as good as talking about things like Paul Henshaw is, but there we go. That's Asbo 39. There's just one more little thing. I am not very good at this. I'm not very, very, very good. One more little thing. There we go. The finishing touch. I had that made, and so oh, that's a tribute to the very nice person down at Performance Classics in Wales. Couldn't have ordered it better myself. Thank you very much. Bye.